Hi, it's Laura here at the Charleston Holistic Center. And today we're going to talk about healing, being whole, and being holy. This has nothing to do with any particular religion. This has to do with that wholeness. 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 It all comes from that. Holy and heal, both etymologically, the words come from the same thing. Whole, wholeness. What does that mean? Why is now the time to do this? Because why wait? Seriously, why wait? But also, we have the whole shift coming. You know, the whole Project 2025? Yeah. They picked the right year, just the wrong whole thing. So instead, because that's all about domination and separateness, instead, let's work on wholeness. Because when we're whole, we're healed. And how do we get whole? We work on being holy. That's the HOLY. How do we do that? It's an everyday, every moment thing. It is. It's an everyday, every moment thing. Sometimes we're better at it than others. This morning, my meditation was crap. But guess what? I stayed there the whole time. Oh, wait, there's that hole again. I did. I stayed there the whole time. It was still crap, but I stayed there. And I did the whole thing because it led me more toward wholeness by doing that. No matter that I could only focus for like 5 or 6 seconds at a time at the most. I let go and could manage 20 seconds by the end of the hour. It, it was my worst meditation in months. But I know that that ritual is part of the holy bit. I work on myself, on being whole. It's a moment by moment thing. It's a daily practice. It's not necessarily what would Jesus do. It's what would the nice person do? What would the whole person do? If we weren't broken and torn ourselves to pieces, what would that person do if instead we were whole? How would they act? How would they respond? What would they do? Something very different than most of us who have shredded pieces of ourselves do. But if we can think in terms of that, if we can think in terms of what would a person who is whole, what would they do? Then do it. And guess what? It takes you a little tiny step closer to being whole. And when you're whole, you can't be anything but healed. Because if you're whole, there's nothing that's messed up, nothing that's wrong. So it's a daily, moment by moment thing, working on being whole, stopping attaching to the stuff that has been broken and torn. It's in the past. It's a fact. but it does not have to affect this moment. Did it create some of your character? Yes. Did it make you stronger? If you stop attaching to it, then yes, it makes you much stronger. And when we find ourselves more whole, we keep moving to even more wholeness. There's a level of wholeness that just keeps going. That's the really crazy thing. Until we come back to oneness. But just think about it. Think about what would the person who was whole, what would they do? What would they say? How would they act? How would they feel? Haven't mentioned the feelings yet, have I? That's a really important one. How would they feel? Because that's the biggest thing. Person is whole. Are they obsessing about the hurts and the tears? No, because I don't have them. They've released the attachment to it. It takes work. I'm not saying this is easy. Spiritual practice is not easy. If it was, everybody would do it, and everybody would be whole. My husband wouldn't have a job. He's a mental health counselor. So, just saying though, you can do this. You can work on stuff. And if you run up against really big stuff, then go find a mental health counselor. Find a professional to help you. But if it's an everyday thing that's just become a habit to attach to, well, this terrible thing happened and that terrible thing happened and blah, 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 blah. If that's just a habit that's running in your head, time to stop the habit. Daily practice. Thinking, behaving, feeling how someone who's whole would. You're like, but I'm broken. Really? Really? That's what you're going to say. It's time to say something different. It's time to let that go. Just saying thank you and namaste.